Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Belchan.
I'm Nimakung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chap. 24 drawn to the lodestone rucksack to of A Tale of Two Cities, book the second golden thread.
As.
L.
A Tale of Two Cities, book the second golden thread. Charles Dickens. Chap. 24 drawn to the lodestone rucksack do. Is within the power without loss of precious time of scarcely anyone but myself. If anyone. And shall I hang back? When Tolson's knows this senses this Tolson's. Shrinks. Oil. I am a boy. So, how I admire the gallantry of your youthful spirit. Wister. Tit. And. So, and. My dear Charles, said Mr. Oru, glancing at the house again. You ought to remember that getting things out of purse at this present time, no matter what things, is next to an impossibility. Strict confidence. It is not businesslike to whisper it, even to you, by the strangest birds you can imagine, hath the barriers. At another time, our parcels would come and go, as easily as in business like old England. But now, I really go tonight. All sorts of people have been proposed to me, but I will have nothing to say to any of them. I intend to take Jerry, and he's to him. Nobody will suspect Jerry of being anything but an English bulldog. I must say again, nonsense. When I have executed this little commission, I shall, perhaps, accept Tilson's proposal to retire and live at my ease. Time enough. Then, this dialogue had taken place at Mr. Lorry's usual desk, with Mansainer swarming within a yard or two of it, boastful of what he would do to avenge himself on the rascal people before long. It was too much the way of Mansainer under his reverses as a refugee, and it was much too much the way of native British orthodoxy, under a disguise that had not been sound as if nothing had ever been done, or omitted to be done. That had led to it as if observers of the wretched millions in France, and of the misused and perverted resources that should have made them prosperous, had not seen it inevitably coming. Years before, and had not in plain words recorded what they saw. Such frappening that had utterly exhausted itself, and worn out heaven and earth as well as itself. Truth. And it was such vapouring all about his ears, like a troublesome confusion of blood in his own head, a latent uneasiness in his mind, which had already made Charles Darnay restless, and which still kept him so. Among the talkers was Stryver of the King's Bench Bar, far on his way to state promotion, and then, therefore, bad on the theme, broaching to Mansainer, either, and doing without them, by sprinkling salt on the tails of the race. Then, Darnay heard with a particular feeling of objection, and Darnay stood divided between going away that he might hear no more, and remaining to interpose his word. When the thing that was to be went on to ship itself out, the house approached Mr. Lorry, and laying a soiled and unopened letter before him, addressed, more quickly because it was his own right name, the address, turned into English, and, very pressing, to Mr. heretofore the Marquis Street, of Ament, of France, confided to the cares of Miss Tulson and Company, Ein Kos, London, on the marriage morning. Dr. Manette had made it his one urgent and express request to Charles Darnay that the secret of this name should Banassi, the doctor, dissolve the obligation kept and violate between them. Nobody else knew it to be his name. His own wife had no suspicion of the fact. Mr. Worry could have none. No, said Mr. Lawyer, in reply to the house. I have referred it, I think, to everybody now here. The hands of the clock verging upon the hour of closing the bank. There was a general set of the current of Tuckers past Mr. Lorry's desk. He held the letter out inquiringly, and Monsignor looked at it. In the person of this plodding and indignant refugee, and Monsignor looked at it in the person of that plodding and indignant refugee, and this, that, and the other, all had something disparaging to say, in French or in English, concerning the Marquis was not to be found. Nephew, I believe were but in any case degenerate successor of the polished Marquis who was murdered, said one. Happy to say. A craving who abandoned his post, said anathematized Monsignor had been got out of prayers. Legs uppermost and half suffocated. Infected with the new doctrines, said a third. Eyeing the direction through his glass in passing. Set himself in opposition to the last Marquis. Abandoned the estates when he inherited them, and left them to the ruffian herd. They will recompense him now. I hoped. Hey, cried the blatant striver. Did he though? Is that the sort of fellow? Let us look at his infamous name. Darnay, unable to restrain himself any longer, touched Mr. Stryver on the shoulder and said, Do you? By Jupiter, said Stryver. Why? To be continued.